Just doing a test. Okay.
Everyone enjoying? Good, good. Okay. You had good discussion? Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So, Tongba Nyi, the pinpoint, the place where you can pinpoint in regards to Tongba, uh, uh, empty, yeah, the nature, then comes down to the nature, then pinpoint down to the functions of the nature, then pinpoint down to dependent origination. Yeah, so these three things come compiled together. So now through that, then our understanding is things do appear. Yeah, things do appear. Yeah, appear, then function. Things do function. There is function in them, and then through that function there is establishment of existence through those functions. Yeah? Now here when we talk about things, we are talking about impermanence. Yeah? We're not talking about permanent things. So things do function, as in things, they have action, they have reaction, and based on the action and reaction, then they also have what do we say, coming, going, down, bad, up, good, so on and so forth. So all of these what do we say, expressions, these are based on the object. Yeah, then through those functions, then the mind sees what is not. Yeah, so the mind sees the what we say, we see function, the function that appears, we start to see that it's inherently there from the object itself. This is why we normally say, oh, the clock rang. Yeah, or what do we say, the ball rolled. Yeah, so the object, when we say the ball rolled, then it's only the rolling motion that we understand, and that one, when we use that, then there is a function, but the function is based on the existence of its own ability. Yeah. So now coming down to the step of realizing that the function is based on dependence. There's no independent function, no independent existence, no independent movement, no independent good, no independent bad. Depending on what is the circumstances, depending on what is the outlook, depending on which aspect, then the change you start to see the change is not within. Yeah, the change is a result of an expression from outside. Yeah, so there the concept of dependence comes into play. So now you're saying, yes, it functions, but it functions on the dependence. So does it exist from its own side? Yeah, whole concept of the view of emptiness does not exist from its own side. And that is what we are trying to establish. And the whole concept leading up to this now comes, okay, it exists, it functions, it does that, it does all of these things, but then does it exist? The existence that we see when we look at it from the what we call conventional perspective, the existence that we see, how we see it. Yeah, I normally say, like, nowadays you buy new iPhone, it costs $2,000, $1,500, $2,000, right? So you pay huge amount of money for this. Then the moment the transaction is done, then this iPhone becomes very precious to you. When the function not there, right before the transaction, then if, like, let's say I'm the seller, then about to do the transaction, then the fall down from my hand and break, no problem. Okay, this one, not my mistake. And okay, this is also not my phone yet. At ease. But the moment the transaction is finished, it comes in your hand, then you open the box, it falls down, breaks. Now you have a problem. Yeah. So the functioning part, yeah, basis, the existence of the importance, it's from what we normally say, yeah, the difference between object and subject. It's not objective. And the function, the importance, the value that this one we think is from the object side, objective. But no, it's subjective. So when it's subjective, then the existence itself also, because not the existence as in the phone's existence, but the existence of the importance of the phone, the value of the phone, the structure of the phone, my phone. The moment it comes into your hand, then this phone is not just a phone. If I say, oh, your phone is just an iPhone, then it hurts you. It's just an iPhone. Oh no. It's important. It's me. I have all my air. So because that view, then we start to see completely different. Yeah, your phone and my phone look the same, but are they the same? No. Yeah, this is also in regards to human nature as well. Like yesterday we were talking about the line, the middle line where we are able to see the equanimity in everyone. As long as you are in samsara and the people around you are in samsara, then you are all in samsara. But the importance to your way or your situation in samsara is much lifted, uplifted. Your pain also uplifted. Some people, when they have headache, then they feel really pain or so bad. Then they in their room, then they're crying. Why me? Why only me? Yeah, why only me? Why only I have to suffer? But comparatively, if you are willing to compare, then it's just a headache. Yeah, other people, their whole body burning. Other people, I don't know, all kinds of the hand missing, some leg missing, some all kinds of different situations. But at that point, like I said, at that point, this one is not there. The idea is on the basis of the I. The idea is basis on the self. The idea is basis on the the functioning of the I and the self. And same thing with the phone as well. Even though it looks same, takes the same picture. Yeah, your one iPhone, two iPhone, but now what, iPhone 15? Oh, 17. Oh, so one iPhone 17, one iPhone 17, you click, take same picture. Yeah, so even though the equanimity line there, the value completely different. This one I'm talking after you have, even before you completely change your phone. Some people like to, they call it, what do they call it? Making it like your function. Settings, they set it to their own liking.
Personal.
Yeah, personalize. They personalize the picture, they personalize that, they personalize the method of function, so on and so forth. But so even before that, this one example, if two people, the two of us, we're going to buy same phone, then the moment his exchange and my exchange both happen, now the phone, even though look the same, even if I can exchange like this, but would not happen. And it's my fault. This is your fault. There's already that labeling that is going on there. So the nature is the moment the mind starts to perceive things in a way based on the, whether it be mostly, I think it comes down to the core grasping attitude. The moment the grasping is laid onto it, then the whole expression changing. And this is why it's like an illusion. Yeah, in the scripture, what we say, conventional view, it's an illusion. The view of emptiness is there in order to get rid of the illusion. Yeah, talang nama. I don't know nowadays there or not, but in the olden days, magicians, performers, they used to travel in this with their tents. They would travel from one place to another with their tents. Then with the traveling, they also have games and stuff like that. This very, very popular in those days. Nowadays, you have Disneyland, one place, everyone going there. But before, they used to travel around. And within that, then you have the magician. Then they use certain substances. Before you enter the what do you call, they build tent. So before you enter the tent, then they expose you to certain substances. Substance. So they certain substances. Then that substance helps them create illusions. So they have wooden horse. Shingita, we say Shingita, wooden horse. Then after you enter, then the magician performance like this, then this wooden horse turns into a real horse. As illusion, yeah. And illusion based on cause and conditioning, then the illusion is created. Then this a lot of things have to be right at that time, like the lighting has to be right. And the flickering, the tent is dark tent, a very black, dark tent, no light coming in. Then on the sides, they have flickering light. So then you see like movement. Illusion, this is how illusion create. Yeah, then on the side, they have those days, no light like this. Then they have, what do you call that? Like firelight. Candle, yeah? Then the candle moving like this. Then the illusion looks like it's a movie. Based on the shadow and everything. Then on top of that, the what do you call? The substance, that also helping a little bit in creating the illusion in the mind. Maybe like drugs. Some people take drugs, they feel like they see cloud flying. Maybe something like that, I don't know. But so combination all this together, then a lot of people actually see, this wooden horse turned into a real horse. So explain in the text, explain that one. Then the other one, this one depending on what type of illusion. Then also when the condition is right, then sometime I think this one happen in the West. Normally happen, I mean, little bit late. Yeah, when the light is a little bit, what do we say? Twilight. Yeah, you call twilight. Little bit late twilight. Little bit of light is there. Then in the garden, we have the garden pipe, water the plants, hose. Yeah, so you have the garden hose. Then little bit dark, so you can't really tell. Then you start to see like a snake. And the fear is real. Yeah? There's a snake. The fear is very real. Sensation, you have goosebumps coming. Yeah? So you can see that the reaction is so real, even though this one is complete fake. So exact same like that. Yeah? So that one, again, a good example of how we are seeing things. Now, if you want to compare in relation, this is good for meditation, I think. Yeah? In your daily life, the experiences, whether it be fear, whether it be anxiety, whether it be what else? Huh? Huh? Jealousy, hatred, desire, lust, attachment, everything. You start to look. You meditate, you start to compare this with the example I gave you. When the condition is right, then it's real, it's so real, the experience. But then the condition disappeared, gone. Someone looks at you like this, then anger, jealous, the eye starting to wake up. No? Such a horrible person. Eye doesn't look right, the nose also very this, and then everything judging. Oh yeah, doesn't know how to wear the clothes, doesn't know that, and the hair look very bad. Yeah. Then this maybe his nature, his eye way of his eye looking everyone like this. Then suddenly he comes to you like this and he offers a chocolate. Do you want a chocolate? All gone. Oh, this guy is such a nice guy. Yes, this is experience, I think. Yeah, we call it the illusion experience. The nature of the mind, the way it sees things based on the circumstances of how the eye, how you, how you wiggle the eye. Circumstances, based on these circumstances, then changing completely from person to person to person to person. So anyway, so this is, I think, a very good example. And then practice-wise, for the beginning, I always think it's comparison. Comparison in the examples that are given with real life comparison. Because these ones we feel angry, we feel agitated, there's desire, there's lust, there's hatred, there's, all kinds of different emotions coming up. Then you look at these emotions. What is conditioning these emotions? And look at your reaction. What is conditioning these reactions? These are there. If the emotion is only fear, because the reality is there, then we already see, even if it's not real, then the fear arising is so real. Even if it's conditioned, though it is conditioned, we make our beds nice, soft. We put beautiful lights. We put beautiful pictures up to make us relax. Then feeling really relaxed. You feel relaxed. You're not faking your relax. It's real experience. But this is all conditioning, no? And the conditioning is based on your liking. This one we see sometimes you go to different houses, you see different conditioning. Some houses, many things. Too many things, one thing here, one thing there. No space. All space filled up. Have you ever been to a house like that? Yes. Then some places open, nothing, complete white. I think nowadays a lot of they call it the luxury, house style, all like that. Everything looks like boxed up. Either it's round or either it's square. Yeah? The kitchen is square, the table is round. The chair is square, the sofa is round. So, so that's also conditioning. Some people feel right here, some people feel right there. That is our reaction to those. No? So again, conditioning, even though it's all conditioning that is making these things up, then based on this conditioning, the emotion same, the reaction is same. So these things, I think, to truly embrace the idea is not just understanding the idea. We take one step further and compare the idea with the examples. You start to see, I remember once me and my friend, we were walking back from Tibet. I think 2 a.m. in the morning. Very no light, very dark. Then Yigachuling, there's one restaurant near our place. So the restaurant is here like this. Then around the restaurant there's long trees. I think they call like a silk tree or something like that. Anyway, the long trees. Then inside there's lighting coming out. So on the road you can see the shadow of the trees like this. Then me and my friend walking. Then suddenly wind comes. So the tree moving. Yeah. Then he saw the shadow moving. He's jumping up. So exact same, I think. Yeah. In reality, this is how we perceive things. When the mind understands, then it's more aware. Recently, the minds, this brain science, they come and they do what do you call these things? Electrons they put on the head. Monks, they bald head. So I think easy to to detect. So anyway, so they do these things, they put on the head. Then after that, they ask them to meditate. So they did this research, and within this research, then they put sound. So every time one sound come, like a, I don't know, ting or a peep or something like this, then after 2 seconds or 3 seconds after that sound come, then they give small electric shock on the arm or something like that. Then the reaction. So that one, the reaction is very fast. Then it makes the mind. They see, I don't know, in the what do you call, in the computer, they see the brain function. So then some monks, they asked to do meditation on emptiness, meditation on compassion, these things. Then for them, once they've gone inside meditation, then they're completely engrossed. Engrossed in the meditation completely. Then they don't care about sound. Whether it's ting, whether it's that, whether there's electric, they don't care. So the mind does not react. And this is what the scientists say, oh, this is so amazing. Their mind, when they practice compassion, their mind changing a lot. There's no reaction, stable sort of thing. And this one, like I said, if you know reality, there's one thing is two methods of doing this. One way is understanding what it is. So you deal with fear, you deal with illusion, not to understand illusion, then the reaction is different. Then if you are not dealing with the interest, this thing, reaction towards the illusion, then the second method is to divert your attention. That also changes things. So basically two. But anyway, utilizing these two, main thing is to understand the object of concentration, and through that object of concentration to rely compare the similarities in experience. That one, I think, will help in understanding better the situation, emotional situation, physical situation, whatever it may be. It gives you a clearer view, the clearer structure of it. So that is that. Then so through that, then you understand. Through that, then the focus is not to understand that things do not exist, but to understand how things truly exist. And this is why Demba, Thandam, ultimate, Demba, truth. So the view of the ultimate truth through the perception or through the application of the view of emptiness, is by seeing the ultimate truth. You run away, more fear comes. Yeah, you run away, more fear comes. You see this, see like the snake, then you run away, the fear is going to continue. Yeah, then you run, you call your friend, you say, oh, there's snake over there. Then you call the snake, what do you call? Snake handler? Huh? Yeah, snake. Then you call the snake catcher without, oh, big fight. Yeah, then you what do you say? Without researching carefully, without understanding the nature of the illusion, then you call the snake catcher. You ask your friend to do that. Then everyone coming, then they look where's the snake? Then it turns out to be the water hose. Then at that moment when you see water hose, then fear disappears. So this is the ultimate truth. Understanding the nature of it, right? So the nature, Rangxing, based on the Rangxing, focusing on the Rangxing, understanding the Rangxing, then negating, what do we say, the, conventional, negating the conventional side of the existence. Then negating the conventional side of existence, not saying that it does not exist. It exists, but it exists completely different from the perception. It exists, but completely different from how you are implying. There the biggest change happens. And through that, then understanding, then because you are willing to understand how the existence is. So now you discover, seems like it's something new, but in reality, that's how it's been, that's how it is, and that's how it will be. The ultimate truth. So just sort of like unlocking that door. So that is that. Then what else? Questions? In regards to what we talked about today, a lot of things we talk about today, I think. Or what you had discussion on.
We had an interesting question in our discussion group about the inherent nature, if there's an inherent nature in the mind as being awareness or the witness.
Inherent nature of the mind or in the mind?
In the mind, is there an inherent nature in the mind being the witness, or the observer? And the concept of from birth until now, the awareness stays the same. Is that? Yeah.
In regards to awareness, development of awareness.
Yeah, is awareness unchanging? And is it inherent?
I see what you mean.
It's hard to verbalize.
Awareness is there, yeah, but awareness utilized different. Utilization of the awareness is different. Awareness normally, because we are intact with the body, so awareness normally based on the senses of the body. Aware of what you smell, aware of what you see, aware of what you hear. So this is external awareness. Internal awareness, this is where the real practice is needed. Because internal awareness, then that's something we lack in. Internal awareness, because if there was awareness, then there's understanding. If there's understanding, there's application. And we all have problem with application and understanding, right? Yeah, the application and the understanding part is where we have the problem generally. So that one is there. Like external awareness is very clear. Yeah, if something falls, if hot water fall on your hand, then burn, pain. Then immediately you take what do you do? I don't know. Some people put in cold water, some people put aloe vera, and do whatever you can, some people. So this is awareness, a reaction of awareness, the moment, right? Then you see some, let's say you see the puppy trying to kill a bird. Then this is visual awareness. Then you go, you stop, try to do something. So through awareness comes, like I said, understanding, and through understanding comes action. This is where awareness is utilized. Same thing with sensation. Same thing with smell. Yeah, normally in the house, then you smell gas. The moment you smell gas, the awareness up. Where it's coming from? Because it's dangerous. Yeah? So that is there. One story when we are up in the monastery, all the robes look same. Everyone wearing the same color. You cannot tell difference. Then while debating, sometimes we all put our zens down debating. Then after debate finish, then we have to take our zen. No? You can't tell difference. So then, just in case when you go to the monastery, you see the monks going, and you think, what are they doing? Everyone has their own their smell. You can tell the difference. So anyway, with awareness, through the external awareness, then there is external action. Yeah. Internally, development. Internal action, I think it goes into practice. Yeah, practice of consistency. But internal awareness is the key to development. Maturity is all about awareness. The more you are aware, we say, the more mature you are. The more you are aware, the more your behavior changes. Yeah, the more aware you are, your system changes. So that is there. So anyway, when it comes to awareness, of course, there is different levels of awareness. Yeah? External awareness, we are very keen actually, and this is why we spend many hours. Suit, good suit, hair, all kinds of things. Then face, yeah, and then shoes, then clothes. Before you go to a party, you maybe try 10 different clothes. This is all awareness working, working to its full potential. Yeah. So internally, we don't do that. Internally, when anger comes up, then it is expression. Yeah. So that is that. Then that's why when it comes to internal awareness, that is developed through concentration. And one of the main keys to developing internal awareness is through concentration. So whether it is inherent or not, I probably not inherent because of the changes and the development that is there. But it's, like I said, it's still debatable because chi, what is it, chi? Yeah, generality, then you can debate in regards to generality. But again, coming back to the point, is awareness a mind? What we say, Pembo is not Pembo. Pembo, what we say? Pembo, Dududuba. Compounded phenomena. Yeah, well, compounded phenomena, maybe not. Then second one is mind, then Demiduje. So now you can debate whether mind Demiduje or permanent. And that one can still be figured out. Yeah? Make sense? Okay.
We also have one more discussion topic in our group about when we meditate. It's similar. There's like this. It seems like there's a witnessing observer of our mind, and we were confused or discussing whether the mind is one or is there a separate. How can you explain that this watcher or this witness that happens in meditation, these aspects of the mind that seem so disparate, but are they one or are they separate?
So within awareness, there's a few different levels of awareness. One of the awareness is awareness of awareness. Yeah, so you are aware of being aware. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Generally, if you study through the mind and mental factors, then introspection. So my teacher says like mind police. He calls it the mind police. So I think a little bit similar to that concept. So I normally like to call it awareness of awareness. This is there. So the actions performing mentally, this has to be because the mind is very vast. Yeah, there's so many different sectors within the mind, and then mind is clear and knowing. Whether clarity is the part of the knowing or the knowing is the part of the clarity, whatever the sense function is within each other. Where there's no differentiation. Oh, this part is clarity, this part is knowing. There's no differentiation between that. Then, what we say, Nangja is what? Object of appearance. Yeah. So, Nangja, object of appearance is based on so many different levels of the mind. Then the understanding is there. First, of course, the eye consciousness. Functioning through the eye organ, first is the eye consciousness. The appearance is based on the eye consciousness. Yeah, without the consciousness, then the appearance cannot exist. Yeah, the moment you are within the sector of the what do we say tende silen sekba sum wa siba lamba sekba. Huh? Yeah.
Craving, grasping, and sepa, limba, sepa.
Yeah, silen sekba sum. Craving.
Craving, grasping, and samsara, essentially the existence.
Yeah. So within those three parts, then the description of how within when you go into when you go into the death part, then the what do we say, slowly or the deceasing part. Then within that it is explained that once the body stops functioning, then only the existing part is the mind. Then within the mind also a lot of existing parts that are dependent, coordinating with the body, those mind also complete the sort of like dysfunction. Yeah, the eye consciousness no more functioning. So what is left of the eye consciousness is the images, is the remembering part, tempa, toksen tokpa, yeah, remembering part. And that one now takes place. I think the same thing happened when we are sleeping and dreaming. The eye organ not working, eye shut. Then eye consciousness also not working. So what you are seeing in your dream is nothing to do with the conscious seeing. So this part of the mind then already ceased to exist. So within that, then, like I said, the first the eye consciousness, then from the eye consciousness going into this eye consciousness, the moment, the second moment of this eye consciousness is already turning into tempa. Tempa is memory. Yeah, memory, tempa. Yeah, memory. So turning into tempa, toksen tokpa. Toksen tokpa is cognizing the already cognized. So that is second form of it. Then through that tempa, then the understanding happens. Sheba, right? The sheba happens. Now the sheba is what sees and then starts labeling. Not sees like the eye consciousness sees, but sees the tempa, remembrance. Then comes the sheba. Then what do we say? The labeling. Now the labeling is done from different emotions. Yeah, joy, label one thing, hatred, label one thing, anger, label one thing, is all different labeling that is happening. This function throughout every primary consciousness, this function is running like this. Yeah, throughout all the consciousnesses. I think good to study mind and mental factors. Yeah. Then through that Shepa, then designation, then comes awareness, application of awareness. Yeah, because without the application of awareness, like I said, you have this like emotions coming in and going in like this. Yeah, because there's no control. This is the mind, no control. If you just sit there and start thinking, tomorrow this, one day I want to fly. Then from flying you go, oh, these birds are beautiful. Then from the birds you say, oh, it's on the tree. Then the tree, oh, this is in this surrounding. Oh, this surrounding. Then goes to Lama Zopa. Then okay, then suffering. Then goes to hell. Mind going everywhere like this. Yeah. So this is because awareness not there. Yeah. Now Sheshin, then Sheshin Cheba, we say Sheshin Cheba is Sheshin separating things. Important things, non-important things. Non-important things, forget about it. Important things, we need it. So this is awareness of awareness. The utilization of this awareness, I think also now dependent on different practices, utilization also different. But just to be aware, yeah, I think remembrance, what is it? To remember yourself. What do you call that? No, recollect? Remind. Remind. Reminding is a part of Sheshin also. Yeah, when you're doing something not right, then you remind yourself, oh, behave. We do this a lot. Yeah? Our mind wants to go somewhere, then we say, hey, be careful, don't go that way. This reminding, this is also a part of Sheshin. You watch the movie Pinocchio. Yeah? What is it? This grasshopper. Huh? Conscience. He reminds, hey, don't do this. Fairy mother told you not to do this. Yeah? So don't do something like that, I think. Make sense? Yeah. Mind and mental factor is such an amazing topic. I recommend everyone study. This is, I think, gives you a very, very wide understanding of how the function itself seems very complicated, yeah? But then once you understand, it's not actually complicated. I mean, it's complicated when you go pinpointing down, but just to understand on the outer perspective, how things, especially within the mind, how things function. Very interesting. Yes.
There were two things that we discussed, that we came up with in discussion group, and I just wanted to check some things with you and see whether you agree or have another view or anything like that. The first question was, what is the nature of existence? And we dwelt a little bit on that, and then came to think about what even defines existence, and then concluded with, well, if something exists, then it's based on perception.
Existence based on perception.
Do you agree with that?
Existence based on perception.
Yeah, that something can only exist because we perceive it to exist. Maybe no. Existence, perceiving is like illusion. Perceiving, we can make perceive things that do not exist as well. Within perceiving, because perceiving is the function of sort of like labeling. Does it make sense? Perceiving is sort of like a function of labeling. The moment
the moment the existence, you see the existence, then perceivance. Then perceivance, then comes the, what do we say, initiation sort of thing, the initiating part. So perceivance, this one, we can perceive all kinds of different things, and based on what we perceive, then we can also initiate all kinds of different things. That doesn't factor in the idea that existence, only existence, because generally we have what do we say, four means of logically reasoning. Yeah, so four means of logically reasoning is when we are seeing logic, then it's based on comparison. Yeah, so I say, if I give example, it will be like takpa and midakpa, permanent and impermanent. There's four bases of that. One thing is, it is takpa, but it's not midakpa. It is permanent, but it's not impermanent. That's one side. Then it is impermanent, but not permanent. That's the second side. Then the third one is both permanent and impermanent. There's the third side. Then the fourth side is none of those. It's neither permanent nor impermanent. Yeah, so we have the four reasoning means to see the comparison. So when you look at this, then what did you say? What was the word again?
Perceiving.
Inspection? No.
Perceiving.
Perceiving, yeah, perceiving. So when you look at perceivance and existence, is there something that exists and that you can perceive? Is there something that you can perceive but does not exist? Is there something that is both of those, perceiving and existing? And is there something that is none of those? Make sense? You getting there? Yeah. So this watch, for example, I can perceive. Then existence? Maybe yes, existence. Because I can touch, there's function there, so existence. So now you have something that you can perceive and is in existence. Now you say Ribongra. Ribongra is what? Does a rabbit have horn? Have you ever seen a horn on the rabbit? No? Yes? No? Yeah. So this one, example of non-existence. Yeah, we normally use example of non-existent. A rabbit with a horn. Yeah, sky flower. Yeah, namjim nendo. So yeah. So when you look at a rabbit with a horn, then you see, some people can perceive. But then existence? No. Right? So that is again something that is that you can see, sort of like play with. Then the concept of non-existent, because existent but cannot perceive. Perceive? Yeah. Existent but cannot perceive. Maybe like the Buddha nature. Something that exists, but I cannot, well, maybe some people can perceive, maybe you can perceive, I don't know. But I cannot perceive. So for me, it would be like Buddha nature. It exists because logically it makes sense that, but perceiving is not there. So something like that. Then something that is maybe, something, I don't know. So anyway, these are the basis of understanding whether, they are, what do we say, they're match or not match. So generally, perceivance is more, I think, to do with the function of the mind, where the existence is not to do with the function of the mind. Existence is to do with what we say, whether they're, people, different things. If you look at the existence of impermanence, then it's based on function, and it's not based on the perceivance of the mind. Right? So that, in that case, then you will say, maybe perceivance, not much to do with that. Make sense?
Okay, and then the second question is, you said that when one does perceive, one pretty much immediately also initiates like labels,
Yeah.
right? Puts a concept on it. So when we try to see reality for what it is and not for what we think it is, like we want to look into our surrounding and see the emptiness of everything.
Yes, yes.
We perceive everything.
Yes, yes.
So how can we see emptiness? Because the second we perceive, we label, and the second we label,
Yeah, so
we
perceiving
don't see
that.
emptiness.
Yeah, emptiness only comes after perceiving. It's the perceiving that is empty. It's the labeling that is empty. Yeah, it's understanding that we are labeling and then understanding that the label does not exist. That's empty. Yeah, it's not that, oh yeah, perceive, so therefore how it's existent. No. Yeah, we're perceiving and then we're understanding, we're labeling. We have to label. Without the label, the emptiness cannot be cannot be established. The view of emptiness comes from the view. So without the view, cannot establish the emptiness. So if you cannot perceive the phone as mine, then there's no question, where did the mine come from? Where is the me? Where is the I? This question doesn't come. So you need to know, yes, my phone. Then comes, okay, where is the me? Where is the I? Then, oh, that does not exist. Then emptiness. Make sense? Any more groups? Group discussions? That is very interesting points. I like. Good.
So if we say all phenomena exist by being merely imputed by the mind, just to follow up on her question, how can something exist but not be perceived?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
So all phenomena exist by being merely imputed by the mind. So how can we say that there is something that exists that is not being perceived by mind?
No, this is partakzam. Yeah. So chödamje tokpe partakzam. Yeah. So how we sing, everything we sing is partakzam. Yeah. Doesn't mean that the object non-existent. What we are seeing, chödamje dangi du drube chödamje tokpe par. So that is the this one we're talking about the object. So you have two objects. You have one object that is here, right? The other object is what I'm seeing. Yeah. So I have my cup here. This is my cup. So the cup is the general object, and everyone can see. But my cup, this I'm seeing. So dangi du drube tokpe partazam is the one that is the side from my view. That is merely labeled.
But there's no cup that's not merely labeled. Every existent is merely labeled, right?
Yes, existence merely labeled, but the function there. Yeah, the merely labeled part is the integration between what do we say? Kunzup Ginawa. Yeah, Tenda Ben Nawa is not there. This is why we say everything is merely labeled, because Nawa is based on the Kunzup Ben Nawa. Kunzup, what is a Kunzup Ben Nawa? Yeah, conventional appearance. Yeah, so convention. Every Nawa here. Yeah, you put this cup here. Then some see as my cup, some see as Center's cup, some see as his cup. Yeah, you look at this, you say, oh, his cup. So the generalization of the cup, the Thandam Jinawa does not exist. Yeah. So the merely labeled part, all the labeling here happening is Gunzub Ginawa. These are all Tokpe Partaksam. It's not Tokpe Taksam, it's Tokpe Partaksam. Yeah. So the difference, I think, good question, but the difference little bit there in regards to Partak and Nawa. Nangja from itself, the Nawa Nangja itself is the appearance in Tundam Vichu. Tundam Demba, the existence, nature of existence, inherent of existence. Yeah, there's Tundam beside in here as well. Yeah, the emptiness of the cup. The emptiness of the cup is not the cup does not exist. The emptiness of the cup is the labeling of the cup not existing. So all the nangja that we have, what do we say, tumongi nangja we have on this, we say tumo mahimbe nangja, right? So tumo e nangja on this cup and tumo mahimbe nangja on this cup, completely different again. Yeah. So tumo e nangja, when we see this cup, tumo e nangja is based on the labeling itself. So that's why everything is merely labeled.
So tumo mahimbe nangja, that's not also really good?
Yeah, tumo mahimbe nangja, tumo e nangja. This is all nangja. So this based on the concept that we have, nangja we have, that was merely labeled. So semgi dangi in the semjambe lu, then we say semgi dangi cham the druba because of this reason. Yeah, but in what is that? Rangyuba, Tangyuba and Tangyuba now we don't say semji dangi cham the druba, right? Because there is Tundam ki nangja is there. And Tundam ki nangja is the ultimate form of it. And it's there. And it's not dependent on the simgi dangis of the drup madu. So this is why simjambe look and uma what's it? Tangyube look, the difference is there. No nangja on the base of nangja. Make sense?
Mostly.
Yes. Good. Yes.
Just say like this, I think that when you see a cup or anything, it's merely labeled, then you kind of forget that it's merely labeled. Beginningless ignorance sees it as existing from its own side, and even that is not the root of samsara. The root of samsara is believing that inherent appearance to be true.
Yes.
Now, my question is the very, very first split second of seeing the cup without the ignorance of inherent existence? Does inherent existence get plastered onto it after the first moment?
Yes.
Or does it exist from the very first moment?
No. First is depending on what sheba or what form, what do we say, what mind you are this one you are putting down. Nangja comes in all different forms. Yeah.
No.
Nangja,
What does that mean?
Appearance. Yeah. Appearance. Yeah. Appearance. One is Shebala Nangja. Yeah. Shebala Nangja. We say comes in the mikshe. So we have the eye consciousness that perceives the cup.
Right.
Yeah, so the eye consciousness precedes the cup has the nangja, the appearance of the cup on the consciousness. But there's no labeling. There's no labeling.
No labeling.
Yeah, it's just the appearance. That's all that exists.
So there's no inherent existence.
There's no inherent existence, there's no non-inherent existence, there's no nothing there. The moment it goes into the stream of what we say, yeshi, what do you call yeshi? Mental consciousness. Yeah, mental consciousness. Then the mental consciousness starts imputing, labeling, concept, views, perspective, all of this starting to arise then.
So when that mental imputation starts, it's the very first moment of the mental imputing, is that imputing inherent existence? The very first moment of the mental imputation? Or will that come a bit later?
This come later. Because inherent existence without the awareness of you perceiving, then the inherent existence cannot know. Where like we say, no, until I understand that, okay, Kabirji exists, then there is no inherent imputing there. The moment someone says, oh yeah, Kabirji is there, then, oh, my friend, oh, the teacher, oh, that, then imputing starts. So again, the base, I think, based a lot on the awareness. Yeah? Whether the awareness is able to capture it or not, this is not just a recognition. Yeah, a part of the awareness, I think, also recognition, yes, but not just recognition. The labeling part also is there, existent.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Does the eye consciousness see in shape and color, or just see in color?
In shape, color, everything, but no defining of shape and color.
So the mental consciousness says cup.
Yeah, the mental consciousness is now defining, oh, it's round, it's long, it's this, it's golden, it's white. So this all come from the mental consciousness. Yeah, so like I said, within consciousness, different levels of consciousness, one function is different. Yeah? Reaction is also, again, different level of mental consciousness. Yeah, reaction, the one we react. It seems like it's happening in a split second, but actually, slowly, one leading to another. Some people who, what we say, slow reactor. Is there some people, slow reactor? Yeah? Slow reactor, then slap. Then you think for a while, why I get slapped? Then after a while, you slapped me. Yeah, realization. So in that case, you start to see that, yes, functioning different levels also slowly. With the eye consciousness, I think the only use for the eye consciousness is through the eye organ, and is only to develop the temba. Yeah, because the mental consciousness is only using the cheshe in order to label and describe and what differentiate. Something like that, I think. And yeah, makes sense. But I think, yeah, like I said, something to discover because what we say, this one also now I studied long time ago. This is one of the first topics. Kaza. Semdang Semjung, mind and Semjung, small mind. Mental factor, yeah. So mind and mental factor is such a beautiful topic. Now you ask me these questions, now I realize I need to revise. So thank you so much for reminding me. But yes, such an amazing topic. I think good to study also. Especially, I think it gives a very good insight. If you want to capture the essence of the view of emptiness in regards to the view itself, then I think very important. Yeah, like that. You good? Everyone good?
I have a question, a really random question, and I think it's very modern, maybe a great challenge for you.
Oh, you say modern?
Yeah, modern.
Modern question.
Idea, yes. There's some ideas about transplanting consciousness. And
What's
now,
transplanting?
Yeah, transplanting consciousness.
What is that?
Like moving it from one thing to another, like another object.
Yeah.
Yes. Like when you take the consciousness out of a body and you put it into an object, a cloud, an AI, something else. Yes. It's very big in like Black Mirror, if you ever saw, or some kinds of technology. So I want to know what Buddhism says about being able to obtain consciousness or capture consciousness. Because in ancient history, there are some cultures that also say you can imbue objects with consciousness or keep consciousness inside something, like in a box or in a lamp, like genies or something. So this concept isn't really modern, but it's been modernized.
Yeah, transplanting consciousness we have been doing for eons now. One body to another, yeah, one part we have different partos. So within the different partos also transplantation of organs. No, not organs. What consciousness. This one. So in the Buddhist concept, we have been doing thousands of times. I think we don't realize it. But then when it comes to, I think you brought up a few things like into memory cards and AI or something like that. Yeah, that one. I think the best we can do, which we have so far reached in within that, is not transplanting, but I think is more closer to what we say in the computer language we say coding, right? So it's more closer to coding, which means so once we understand the structure of conditioning, then it's conditioning. Yeah. So action, reaction. I think computer science is very close. If you can actually study, then it's very close to the concept of dependent origination. Yeah. It's the only difference is the language. Are there any mathematicians in here? So if you're a mathematician, then I think also the language of the math, utilizing the language of math to understand everything, structure, physics here, there. This also in different language, but it's utilized in order to create. So create the conditioning. Yeah. So for example, mirrors. Mirrors did not used to exist. Before they used to shine metals and use it as a mirror. But now we have glass that you can see exact same. Well, those days there was little bit here. Gold was used a lot as mirrors in the olden days because they shine very well and they could be smoothened out very well. So these methods are this is utilizing language in order to create conditioning. So within that, I think if you look at the what we say programming context, then within the programming context, when it comes to language. Computer language. These are all created algorithms in order for what are electron functions. So every language that you code is integrated into a system that can very precisely, accurately accurately put out reactions. So this is computer language. So based on that, then you start to see that no matter what you're creating, even in the context of self-learning is not learning as in utilizing like human beings. Our mind self-learning, you can sit down and you can function dramatically. Within AI, self-learning is dependent. If this is the I think the point here is, if AI, I put one system of AI here and there's no one using it, there's no self-learning. Does that make sense? This is the algorithm that is composed within the AI system of self-learning, is that I put it out. Like what is a ChatGPT, right? I put ChatGPT, the more people writing things on it, then they are picking the algorithm in order to put that algorithm of understanding all this into the system. That's how it learns. So it's not self-learning, it's basically getting information from all around. There's no contemplation there. Contemplation, we say, So AI, there's no contemplation. So contemplative algorithm, if someone creates, then that would be amazing, but that is not there. AI is similar to a calculator. Calculator, you press the numbers, but if I say, is it thinking, is it contemplating? 1 + 1 = 2, is it contemplating? No, contemplation is not there. It's just systematic rhythm that is integrated into it. And that is AI. I don't know. something like that. I do a little bit of a back end, so I have a little bit of idea in regards to that. So anyway, it's something like that. So if what did you call it? Transplantation of consciousness. So if transplantation of consciousness into the algorithm of computer language to create to create a conscious, contemplative conscious system, then that would be really amazing. But so far we are not even close to that. Yeah. So if someone trying to do that, then good luck. I think. Oh yeah, and also other thing I think in regards to consciousness, this consciousness traps that is there. This has been there for there is ritualistic systems that utilizes empowering in order to trap consciousnesses and all of these things. These are there. This is utilized a lot in things like black magic and things like, in the Tibetan system, you can call like tu, dunga and tu, and these things, they utilize these things. I think this is quite big in one of the Southeast Asian countries. I don't know which, maybe Thailand was one of these quite big thing that they focus on. And within different cultures, like you mentioned, this system is there. Even in the Tibetan system, that is there. But generally, it's only useful when the mind is not shaped. Yeah, when the mind is flexible, when the sort of like linear, then it harms. Similar to what I was saying, magicians use what they call magical using substance. This substance applicable, but applicable to only certain types of people, and not all people. They cannot utilize the substance. Does not work on all kinds of people. So definitely, the more you work with your mind, then the less you need to worry about these things as well. So that also there. Okay. Good. Okay. So then tomorrow, just to give you idea, everyone got here, and I think we covered most today. So tomorrow, relative, then tomorrow the true truths, so I think we talk a little bit on it, but then we'll go a little bit deeper. Conventional, everyday appearance, language, concept, cause and effect, ethics and karma function here. So that one, then ultimate truth, emptiness beyond conception, elaboration, not so then also known as wisdom. So the combination, we talk a little bit more between method and wisdom. This one I think a little bit important. So tomorrow we talk a little bit within the ultimate truth, and utilizing, because the view of emptiness is known as wisdom. So why wisdom, and why utilization of wisdom is important for the method. So there comes compassion also. So we talk a little bit on that. Then the relationship between the two. So tomorrow I think mainly on the true truths. Then within the true truth, I think we also have to bring in a little bit concept on regards to Nangja perceivance. These all have to do with perceptions in regards to how the mind functions on different levels of understanding the truth, or how the level functions when how the mind functions when it is engrossed in the different truths. So there, within Nangja, there's also truth. Within then between the different schools of studying, then there's also different different labeling on the concept of what the truth is, what the ultimate truth is, for example. So that one also we go. So I think something like that. Then Yeah, something like that. Okay. Anyone tired? Not tired? Good. Okay. How's meditation going? Good. It's going. Yeah. As long as it's going is good. Yeah. So that. Then, yeah. I hope there is something to learn here within these sessions. I hope so. Then, utilization of wisdom. That anyway, not saying that what I'm sharing is wisdom, but it can develop into wisdom slowly. So the utilization in order to develop into wisdom, that is important. So everything that we learn, that we study, that we experience, and this one I always say, experience is, I think, one of the most amazing aspects of developing into wisdom. So with experience, you should definitely utilize experiences and turn them into wisdom to utilize. So that is there. And I think the view of emptiness in regards to structure, especially in regards to the structure between the two extremes, is also utilization of wisdom. Yeah. So balance is necessary. Yeah. Then joy is necessary. Then self-care is necessary. Yeah. Self-appreciation and self-love is necessary. And don't mistake that with ego. Ego is a completely different thing. The motivation aspect of ego is completely different from the motivational aspect of self-confidence, for example. So that one always differentiate. Yeah. So a lot of people, they practice Buddhism, they go into compassion, then they say, I need to let go of myself completely. Then there's no, recognition. There's no, care. There's no, it's like complete let go. That is dangerous. So within practice also, we keep continuing the understanding the differences in between this. And this, I think, the view of emptiness, then Rangxing, the nature, and then the dependent origination. You put this into your own experience, under this logics into your own experience, you start to see, yes, there is a huge difference between ego and between self-confidence. There is a huge difference between greed and between, self-love, self-compassion. There's a huge difference. So discovering these things are also important for your journey onto the practice. So yeah, like that. Okay, very good. We stop here. Okay. Okay. Changjo semjo rinpoche maye gona kege che kyawa nyamba meba kone gondo bewa sho tonye tawa rinpoche maye gona kege che kyawa nyamba meba kone gondo bewa. Thank you.